my pants, so I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Let's make it happen here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is the Johnny Small Pepper Show, and I want to thank our guest tonight. This guy, and the reason that you need to be here tonight, the reason why people are here tonight is not because of me. It's because they want to come support their rock star. This is the guy that took his channel from zero, dude, 0 to 8,030 in 16 months. Okay, I want to give you the statistics on this.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a dope. Okay, so 480 days. Freebird, everyone. That means that's 16 subs a day.
Okay.
That is 0.0002 subs per second. You're cruising.
You're too smart for me, John Hanna.
No. I was looking at the numbers and I'm thinking, you're killing it. You're a drag racer, and I'm driving Mr. Bean's car. That's really impressive. That's really. Welcome, everyone. Do you have anything you'd like to say at the beginning?
I always just say hi to everybody and thank new people for showing up that I'm not too familiar with, and all the regular family members. Thanks everybody for cruising over. Me and Johnny are going to sit up here and have a freaking blast and talk about some things. He's got questions, and hopefully I'll have the answers. We'll see what happens here.
And the goal is to have fun. What I wanted to do is, you talk to a lot of people. You give so much energy off. When you started YouTube, where were you mentally? Because you metal detected, right?
Yeah, I hadn't been metal detecting for an extreme amount of long time, but I was kind of coming to be honest, I was coming out of jail and I was not mentally too prepared. Just coming off of a long 23-year journey with drugs. Just had gotten sober not too long before and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed something to dive into and indulge myself in completely, to take away other thoughts of anything else. And I just needed something to focus on. YouTube and metal detecting surely did that. Now it's a full-time job with others, but yeah, it's a full-time thing going on.
So what a journey then. 8,000 followers, 16 months. And do you even wake up sometimes going, where am I, kind of thing?
Well, it's different because I guess with my mind, I just have friends and like we call ourselves a family. So it's
Right.
I'm anxious to put out my video in the morning so I can read the comments, and like that's kind of like where we meet. Is they intertwine me into some of them watch me at night on lunch break in the morning, and this is where we meet to hang out, just like fam. So
Right.
I do, of course everybody looks at their numbers, but they're my family, they're my friends. We talk on emails, messenger messages, and we have each other's personal contact information, a lot of them. So it's just amazing to be able to be this close to that many people and talk about real life stuff, not just YouTube stuff.
One of the most precious posts, let me see if I can pull it up here. I want to tell you, this touched my heart. I'm going to probably hang up on you, me, and the dog. And let me see here. Well, I'm going to stop before I hang up on both of us.
Okay.
I just I'm having problems here, dude. I've got to get a different. Did you ever get a computer, by the way?
I have an Apple something. I don't know what it is. It's an Apple computer, and it was much better than what I started with. I bought something to get started on YouTube. Actually, I started on my phone, but and then I got a computer, a GoPro, and certain things like that, and I went to the $115 out of the pawn shop with a computer, and that's what I started doing videos on. Oh yeah,
And you
this
know,
one.
I think that story is very common.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a lot of great equipment out here. I hear meltdowns on a regular basis, starting with me. So, I mean, I think about everything I've done wrong,
Right.
technologically. So, this moment with your mom really was touching for me because this video stated an amazingly challenging event. Why don't you tell everyone about it? But I want, when you do it, tell them what happened during your chat that following night.
The live chat on my stream when I told everybody it's a gift back for them, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Long story short, I have a little dog, Dexter. He's a Chihuahua. He got into a fight, lost a fight. He had to go to the vet. I talked to some people on messages. They ended up going live on different platforms, raising money, certain things like that, because I was about to take Dex and leave. And at the end of the day, after Dex got a surgery, I went to pick him up. I had no bill. People were calling the vet, making donations. One of them's right here in chat, Bernie, St. Lucie Metal Detecting, calling the vet, making donations straight to there, filling up my Cash App. So I made a video on that of picking Dex up and paying for everything. So my mom, that's where he's at now. That's the one on the screen. That's my mother. He's been staying with her because the dog that he got in a fight with is where I'm at.
Okay.
And I told her that when he came home, what had happened, she was in tears that night about people doing that. She just really couldn't understand. She's not on YouTube. She doesn't know anything about, stuff
Right.
like that. But she just didn't understand that people would do that. That's something like our family would do for somebody else, not the other way around. And she said, "Can I make a video?" And I said, "Yeah, I can hold the camera and make a video of you." And that's what she had to say. Basically a prayer for the fam and how much you guys have touched me. Dex is a very close family member to my kids, my mom, but especially my mom. And, I'm not sure Dex would have survived if we would have had to take him somewhere else. I mean, he was in dire need.
Wow.
Yeah. And they raised that much money. I never put out a post. I didn't say anything to anybody. And they all did. Grandma Kelly, Apps Variety Channel, Papa Rouse, What's in the Dirt, other channels. And they were just sending stuff from all these different channels to me to pay for Dex's bill. So I am completely billless at the end of that.
Yeah.
And then only thing I could say was thank you.
So what happened when you told them? This was exactly what I expected, by the way. What happened when you went in chat?
Yeah. Well, I tried to turn my super chats off. I figured out Apps Variety told me afterwards you have to turn them all off, but there's three little things. I'm clicking my money symbol, I'm going back in, and it's just green again. Oh, every time I go in there, it's back on green. And I didn't figure out, so I just clicked it one more time, and the super chat stayed on. So I started saying, tonight is about y'all. It's giving back to you guys. We're giving away silver. We're giving away all these different things. And as soon as I said that, I mean, they call us the nut jobs for a reason. We don't We all have issues, and we let them shine. And as soon as you tell the nut job, I should have known better than to tell the nut jobs anything. But as soon as I said, don't spend any money tonight, it's all about you guys. I think the super chats that night were like $415 or something like that. Completely defiant, telling me suck it, juice, and chat. And I mean, that's just what they do. That's what we kind of pride ourselves on, is lifting each other up, having each other's back no matter what. New channels, we bring them into chat, we blow their channel up the best we can. And we might be crazy. I think everybody's got issues in life, but I really do believe a lot of us have the biggest hearts, in the world. We really care about each other. We truly, really, really do have each other's back. I can always recognize nut jobs in any chat I go into, even if it's not mine. They're always throwing out the prayers, and I mean, it's just I can't talk enough about them.
Well, one of the things that I think those are the people we all seek,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And trying to find that group is hard.
it
It
is.
takes a long time. So, what do you think's your secret? What do you think it is? Is it your energy? Is it a year worth of work? Or
I think I think the fam notices my dedication, no matter what. I'm gonna get a video out to the best of my abilities. I have missed days and stuff, and Dwayne, Florida Metal Detecting, says I don't watch a whole lot of people on YouTube. He doesn't really care for YouTube in general. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
said I came across your video. You were at like 200 subs, and you had found your first 2 gold rings ever, and you were giving them away a week after you found them to your subscribers. And he was with me ever since. And he said, I didn't know. You could tell by where you were living, you didn't have a lot of money. You can just tell if people have a lot of money or not. And he could tell I didn't. And the first 2 gold rings that I found, I was giving them back out to subscribers. And I think word of mouth travels, that I do truly care, and put my email in the description of all videos. I try to reach out to family and we talk. And I think they see that I truly care about their happiness. And that's what my videos are about, that if they're having a rough day or just anything, whatever the case is, they can come and break free for just a little bit. Or maybe they're having a great day and just want to laugh a little more. Whatever the reason is for clicking on the video, I owe them something for being there for me. It's not like I deserve you to be in my videos because I make videos. No. I appreciate your friendship and your comments, and you being in the live streams, and us getting closer every video and every live stream just makes it. If I know I can't get out there and make a video, I'm completely stressed. I'm freaking out.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just on my mind. I know I get emails this long of people telling me their backstory. Some of them are confined to a wheelchair. Some of them can't get out of bed.
Right.
Suicidal, all sorts of stuff. And they come to my videos every single day to break away. Now there's hundreds of videos on my playlist, but they want the new one. I had one lady tell me she wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't on YouTube. And, no pressure, right?
Wow. See, you're a born again Christian.
I am. Yes.
Yeah. So am I.
Okay.
That's a big part of your life, right?
Oh yeah, we do outreach. I work at church on Sundays. My dad was in the Guinness Book World. He's one of the most well-known evangelists of all time. So yeah, it's been in my life forever, since I was a child.
And one of the things back when I first met you, which is why I finally asked you to come on, was one of the outreach things that you did. I think there was it was a picket, or I'm not sure where this was, but you did some outreach like 8 months ago that
Yeah.
was so stunning. It was amazing.
Yeah, you'll see my brother Joel Blessett, Blessitt. He puts all our outreach videos on his channel.
Could you put that in chat, please? Is it Joe Blessett? Is that correct?
Joel Blessett, Blessitt. He has a channel. That's my blood brother, and he put like this weekend we're going to be out feeding and clothing the homeless on the streets of Colfax, Colorado, and we pray for people. We feed them, we clothe them, give them new socks, do whatever we can. And I think we're getting blessed more than we do bless other people because it's so rewarding. I mean, you leave there on cloud nine just from helping people. It's amazing. I was out there for 5 years, homeless, on drugs, and running the streets. And there's not too many people that are out there doing that, and it means a lot, especially when you're out there. So
By the way, that's why I subbed you back that far long ago. Now, for the people that don't know you, what is your channel about now that they got to know why everyone goes to your channel? What is your channel about?
It's about, what it's turned into is, funny, enjoying each other's company. You'll see people replying to other people in the comments just to chit chat and stuff like that. It's not even me sometimes, but it's turned into kind of taking some of my life experiences. I put out videos randomly just to help my thoughts on things. Everything from people getting bashed with an evil tongue, and all the way to what I go through in my head. I have they say I have PTSD, but I have a lot of problems upstairs. Sometimes funny people come from a dark place, and that's my case. Night terrors, not a lot of good sleep, stuff like that. But it's turned into comedy, giving back. Smaller channels will reach out to me, and we'll bring them in chat, and we'll share their link, and we'll blow them up, all the way to just growing like a serious friendship with my family, and we're very close. So basically, you come, I'm putting out a video every day. We laugh, we have a good time, but when it's time to get each other's back and be serious, we do that too. We watch out for each other.
That's why your following is like, what did I put it? Is so absolutely over the top, because they see all this, and you do the same for them back. It's a
Absolutely.
give and take, right?
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely. I would never say or do anything that I wouldn't do myself. And
exactly.
we don't ask for things on my channel. We don't ask for anything. We will give freely to each other, but nobody goes on, the can you dig it and ask for anything.
Right. Well, I noticed there's a network of need. There is the community that has a voice from discussions, like you were saying. We have all this connection of a network behind it. Yeah. And it extends to AAP. And I want to thank AAP, by the way, for his support. He did a raid on here, but he's also a big part of the friendship and the family that comes to your place.
He is.
And wider, correct?
He is. He's, a God-fearing man, and he loves the family as much as I do, and his family. And, we join up, off camera, we're talking all the time, and he's just, you're going to have people come at you when you're on YouTube, and that's just, you got to have some thick skin.
Yeah.
But, I know the guy personally. I know Becca, and you really couldn't have any closer friends. And we just help each other out, just like friends do, family does. That's what we do.
So how did you start? You started this YouTube channel to help you along.
So how did I start the YouTube channel?
No, you started it to help you along. You needed something else to focus on.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Would you have ever imagined how it's changed over the last 8 months?
I would have never thought. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. The only thing I ever did on YouTube was listen to music. I didn't even really watch anything until I got into metal detecting. Then,
Right.
I watched Paystreak Super Freak. I think was one of my first guys, and a Weird Guy in the Park. And I thought, well, I want to do that, so I'll film some stuff and see how it goes. And man, I don't know. And when they say, I say the only thing in life is to not half-ass it. So if you're gonna do something, do it. So I started putting out a video every day. In the beginning, it was shorts. I just got into shorts, and I was helping on my sister-in-law's channel. I was helping her get started, so I was doing her videos, and then helping out with my brothers, and then get to be about. I was the only one who knew a little bit about editing and putting out videos. So it was my videos and, 2 or 3 other people's videos. And I just dove in. I mean, there wasn't anybody to show me anything or learn.
It's a hard learning curve.
Oh man, it's hard. But I mean, now it's just straight fun. Basically, once I don't study analytics and all. I mean, I'm sure I should, but I just film. I have a great time editing. You can make your little movie in a 20-something minutes, and the fam shows up, and word of mouth. I was just out the other day, and people pulled over in their car, and they're like, "My wife told me that was you," and I was just like, "Wow!" There's people pulling over in their car to talk to me and stuff. It was just crazy. But I love every minute of it. I do. And
So,
there's Luke right there. Abs right
yeah.
channel.
And by the way, Luke, thank you. We were just talking about you and your wife and your channel. And for me, thank you, by the way, on the side. There's such a community that went to your channel that one of the things I noticed is the absolute terror ribbing you get, and you give it back to the group, and it gets to be frenetic. The chat is going 100 miles an hour, and all there is smiley emojis.
Yeah. I mean, you're either gonna enjoy the nut jobs and the head nut job in charge, or you're gonna get out of chat. One of the two. But we're not hurting each other's feelings. We're just dancing. I think it's a great thing. I mean, there's so much crap going on in the world, even if it's not in your personal life. There's so much stuff to stress about. Come to chat and freaking break away and dance and listen to some music. And, I'm talking crap to Luke. He's talking, I mean, the whole chat, just all of us having a great time. And that's why I love live streams, man, because everybody shows up and just has a great time. Me knowing that the fam is happy,
right,
makes me happy. It makes the whole stream worth it.
Well, one of the things I noticed is that no matter what ribbing happens, it's all elbowing in the ribs, and everyone does it to everyone.
They do.
It's not personal.
It's not personal. We all have a great sense of humor, and I can speak for them on that. I know somebody who's just coming in, but you'll see somebody who's never been there before, and they'll kind of like put the eyeballs, like, what's going on?
Right.
And then 10 minutes down the road, they're poking fun at somebody, or they're poking fun at me. And like I said, we're just a big family, just brothers and sisters goofing off. And brothers and sisters are mean in a sarcastic way, but funny to each other. And that's exactly what we do. It's great.
The one thing I associated with you with 3 months ago was playing 36 holes of golf in an hour and 10-minute broadcast. There's no chance you can think of anything outside of chat because I can't even type that fast. I can't process information. And you're the head of this. You're like the guy on Wizard of Oz behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And you're orchestrating this chaos. You got your giveaways, you got your wheels, and everyone's giving you hell about that.
Oh, they'll chrome on me. But it's from a funny place. I mean, Mama Christine, metal detecting, she has been here for a while, and she said, this is the funniest part is when he's trying to spell and he can't, and he's just abbreviating names, and I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, the imperfections is what the nut jobs are about, and we point them out in each other, but it's hilarious. It's funny. It is.
Am I wrong in assuming that it's your chats that drive you that are your favorite, or is there something I'm missing here? Because you got your lives, your collaboration, your giveaways, your videos, your member meetups.
Yeah. Oh
What's
no,
your favorite?
it's definitely hanging with the fam on a live stream, having and then be able to ask me anything like in real time. They can always email me and stuff, but this is interaction. We have them from all across the world, so it's kind of hard to not to be able to just meet in one place and be able to talk like that. So it's cool. Usually they'll just show up and just have a good time. But if there is prayer needed or somebody's having a problem, they'll put it in chat. And if it's something serious, I'll handle it personally after the show and talk to them, whatever it takes to get a hold of them. If it's just, hey fam, pray for this, or even if it's money issues, this person needs something because this happened, crazy about a Mercury needed help. We had somebody drive like hours to go over there and help clean out her yard and stuff like that after her mom passed. I mean, the extent the fam will go for each other is just Maria right there. Maria Tobin, Haunted Hellcat, good friend of mine. Her daughter had passed. She couldn't get her home. The funeral home was holding her remains. We raised the money, me and Apps Variety Channel, and their stream and my stream, and got her daughter home. I mean, that's what we do for each other.
So why juice? Out of all this, how did you get juice? Is it just your energy or what?
I mean, you could look at it that way, but I've had the name. It was Juicy. I mean, I got it tattooed on my arm, on my forearm. My sister gave me that name at the age of 2, maybe 1.5, because every time she looked at me, there was just juice pouring out of my mouth. And I was always licking my lips. I think I even still lick my lips to this day, but that's how I got juice. But I didn't, when I first started my channel, I didn't say anything about juice. I would just go on and I think I said something in a couple of videos, and then people just started calling me Juice. I think they asked, what did my forearm say? I think that's what it was. Or what did my tattoos say? And I said, well, one is my nickname, Juice. And with these people, I mean, you say one word, people pay attention more than you think.
They do
to your videos. Yeah, they can tell all sorts of stuff. If I tried to film a video and then go film a video in another spot and say that wasn't the same day, they would know. It was like, you can't fool these people. I'm telling you, they pay attention. They do pay attention,
and they will find where you are with a picture. I mean, it's
yeah,
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what gives you your energy overall? I mean, there's got to be. Is it spiritual?
It's motivation. Like, I don't even have that until I'm starting to shoot an intro or something, or until I hit that, I feel like it's gonna be totally weird, but I feel just because I hear that beep 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 and it's starting to record,
Right.
the fam's here. So I'm talking to them as if they're there. That's how I can talk and everything. The fam's with me, so we're gonna hunt this park or we're gonna do whatever together. And as soon as that happens and it's for the fam, I can do anything. I can rip a freaking full-grown tree out of the ground. I mean, at least it feels that way. You know, we're gonna have some fun. This is for them. They're here with me. I'm gonna talk to them the whole video. And my mind, if I were to just not think about, if I was just only think about metal detecting and not pay attention to the camera and that the fam is with me,
Right.
I don't know how the videos would. They'd probably just be boring. But as soon as I hear play or record, the fam's here. So because I know they're going to be watching it, so they are there, and it's me and them together.
Because I've noticed your videos morphing. It is more of an experience than a metal detection video. It is a highlight of this guy who has all this energy and he's taking this group along. But he does this intro and they're really cool now. I mean, it's badass videos.
Thank you.
And then you got these quotes. There's one quote per video that you can't help go, where the heck did this guy come up with this out of all this?
Yeah.
All this.
That I've had my whole life. I just my mind puts things that make no sense. And I've talked that way to my kids and my dog and my ma. And it doesn't make any sense most of the time. But I mean, you'll see in the comments, people will say, "Hey man, you were out there hunting with your rim hair today, or did you?" It doesn't make any sense,
Right?
but it does when you speak nut job language. It makes sense to us, and I think those little things when you can pull people together, and it's almost like an inside family joke. I just think that makes the community, the family, more tighter when you're watching a video and you're like, well, I get it, but I bet nobody else does. That just makes you feel closer to the fam. So I think that works in our benefit, that we have little close jokes that we keep with us, and it catches on when somebody joins and watches every video. They'll know, well, he just doesn't make any sense, but it's funny, and I don't know. I think it's cool. So
Is
what's that?
Would I be wrong and say, because you said you got the feeling you get when you're helping, when you're out in the streets helping, is it you get more energy back than you give out?
It's crazy that you caught on to that, Johnny. It really is. It is. You're the only one that's ever said that to me. You're slick. You're slick cat. You are. It is the same type of feeling, knowing that there's people in the fam out there going through things, and you could possibly be giving back to them with a funny video or some type of video that could help them. I mean, you're on cloud nine. You're just jazzed up, and just the same as feeding people and clothing them on the streets. You get this rush that I could change somebody's day right now. It's the same thing with the videos.
Right.
You could really help somebody's day, or one of the more serious videos, you might say something that they need to hear. And yeah, that is a lot of recharge to my, I guess, determination is what you would call it. Determination to get out there no matter what.
One of the neat things about your platform, and I'm a lurker, non-creepily.
I get it. We got some lurkers. Yeah, we do.
But one of the things that I see is a lot of it, the experience that you have in this roundabout way, you're taking all this information in from the chat and and everyone is trying to tell them they've been through that themselves
Correct.
and that it's not unique. They need to keep their feet moving one step at a time.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that?
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. Dwayne, Florida Metal Detecting, my good friend, we were talking the other night, and he says, I don't know, man. It's just not that you're like a scientist or anything like that. It's just the way that you put things is very relatable, is what he said. So the way that I'm talking, at least to him, is he can say, man, I relate to that. And you know what? That does make sense. I guess because maybe I'm just talking to you like a friend or, like my brother or something. It's not, I don't know. I always put people above myself, no matter what. That's just the way I've been my whole life. My dad did that. My mom did that. And it's just intertwined to us. Treat somebody better than you would treat yourself.
Right.
And it comes back to you. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think, people can interpret very easily if you're sincere, disingenuous, if you're over-inflecting your body language,
yeah.
how you're positioning stuff.
Right.
And I don't think I've never seen you position. The only thing I've seen, and I think the whole chat is the same way, it's just come in here and tell the truth and
Yeah.
support.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Support.
That's what it
Now,
is. And we do that very well.
now, you've been doing a lot of collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like the big deal here in YouTube right now.
Okay.
For building. How has that been for you? Is that a really rewarding experience? What is that like?
To finally get to lay eyes and put my paws on somebody that's been with the fam here and that I've called my brother or my sister. Yeah, it's freaking amazing. I'll see Luke and Becca here shortly. After Variety Channel, I saw Totally Gnarly, Lucky Jen, these 220. I mean, it's basically a dream come true because you talk to these people almost every day, and
Right.
finally you get to put your paws on them and go do something and hang out. I mean, it's amazing. It's really
Just
awesome.
completes the puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, I know people are. I mean, even Swing That Thing. I don't want to forget Treasure Outdoors. We all met at Bernie St. Lucie Metal Detecting and shot them out real quick.
Right.
But I mean, I know a lot of people want to do collabs for views and maybe this channel or something. I guess it depends on what you're in it for, but they're my friends, and we've been through a long journey, most of us here together through good times and bad times, and to be able to like walk up and give the Luker a hug here in a sec, in a couple of weeks or something like that. I mean, that's just that's more than any views or anything that could come from it. Just having to be able to meet some close friends.
That's great because I hear a lot of people are confused about YouTube, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
chasing subs. You're chasing.
Right.
For you, it's like what I heard you say before is that you're just a tour de force. You're a bulldozer. You're coming through. And the SEO, do you do SEO at all? Search engine optimization?
No, I didn't even know what that was.
Well, there
Wait,
you go.
it's a search engine?
Well, I'll explain it to you one time because it's really cool. I'm being educated.
Okay.
Brian Higgles had a video that he did with me.
Okay.
Shane, and I'm doing something else, and I couldn't believe how bad I was. I mean, on a scale of 1 to suck, I was all the way off the schedule. And
Wow.
what it does is it aligns you with the algorithm. the keywords and all that.
Oh, I see. It
Right.
tells you how you're doing with your titles and stuff like that. And
It
okay.
sucks you into the algorithm or the matrix of YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I like I said, there's probably so much that I should be doing, and I guess I don't have the maybe this. I mean, I met Alicia, we're dating, and poor thing, I don't even talk to her till 11 or 12 o'clock at night because I go to day job, then I film, and then I go straight from that to the afternoon job. Then I come back and I edit, and I
So
don't know.
what's your everyday like? Let's talk about this because I I think you're a drag racer. Uh, and there's your car is idling, you can't hear anything, and then you're going 323 miles an hour, and then you stop, and then you
Yeah,
have time for your life. So what does your day look like?
my day is, man, wake up or get up. A lot of times, I don't sleep too awesome, so it's up and down. But I get up, I get my coffee, and it's out the front door to build fences, decks, pour concrete, whatever we got to do that day, paint. Come home, grab my metal detecting stuff, which has been charging while I'm at work. Fly out to. It depends on if it's rain. I mean, it just depends. Hopefully, not the closest place, but some place to hunt. If I have time, film an intro, film the video, hop back on the bike, take all my metal detecting gear and everything with me over to the healthcare, and get done with that. Come back home, possibly eat supper. Maybe sometimes I just come down and put the stuff into the laptop, start editing, then take my shower, maybe get something to eat, and then it's saving and tag, title, thumbnail, stuff like that. And then I might have some time to catch up on some videos and talk to Alicia at the end of the night.
Wow, 11 o'clock. That's a long day.
It's a long day.
Is that every day?
That's every day. I mean, not the last 2 days because the boss man's been out of town, but it'll start up again tomorrow. And that's your average day. And then the weekends, it's outreach with my brother, break up, set down, come back, do an eating challenge with Becca and the fam, get done with that, go film, come back, set up the night stream.
Right.
It's a lot, yeah. But I mean, I enjoy it because if you don't enjoy it, you're probably not going to stick around YouTube too long. If it feels like an obligation, then
It's terrible if you
yeah.
don't like it. I mean, you got to love this because it's like it'll suck your soul out through a straw if you don't love it.
It'll chew you up and spit you out for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even name on both hands how many people I've told to keep going. They emailed me and said, "Juice, I'm done, man. I'm out. I'm done. I'm in it.
Have you been
500
there?
for."
Have you been there?
I have not thought about quitting. No, I
Have you thought
haven't.
about taking a break?
I thought at one point I would change it from an everyday poster to like every 2 day.
Okay.
And then I couldn't do it. There's not. It seems like as soon as those thoughts come into my head or that thought, I would get somebody saying, juice and coffee. This is my routine every single day, and it's like, no, I can't. I gotta provide. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put out a video every day.
Now
For
we're
sure.
talking to Can You Dig It Metal Detection. Detecting Juice, and he has a tattoo that shows it.
Yeah.
By the way, I had it totally wrong. I thought it was because of your energy. But anyway,
it might be. I mean, that might be what people see, but it's been since I was like a year and a half old. It was my nickname, Juice, and it's stuck with me ever since.
if everyone would, out of respect, if I could ask two things. Number one, go to Can You Dig It Metal Detecting. Sorry, I got an echo in my ear. And check out the feed. I know you're not leaving. I know you'll stay, and I know you're going to see what everyone in chat sees. Secondly, if you would go to AAP Variety channel and check out Mr. and Mrs. AAP. There, it's like a fabric, and I think I got that right in a way. So,
Yeah.
if I was to ask you to describe your followers, now, nut job always comes up. We're all nut jobs. If you're fun, you're a nut job. If you're not, you can't fit into the category. I'm totally okay with that. No one wants to come online to talk serious stuff. They want to hear your story because they don't get this chance.
Right.
So give everyone who's listening an idea of what areas your subscribers come from. It's incredible, the mix.
I would
Cooking,
say,
camping kind of thing.
What's that?
Cooking, camping, all the areas that they come from.
Oh, where they come from.
Yep.
I mean, I have, if you check out some of the people that are subscribed to the channel and you go to their page, they're subscribed to, like Jack Vale, the fart guy, and somewhere, a bunch of comedy things. And then you'll have, of course, the metal detecting, paranormal. A lot of those people met me over at Luke and Rebecca apps. Now the fishing community's popping in, Christian communities. It's gold panning, all sorts of stuff. And I think we just all find like our counterpoint in each other. And that's why that's whether you metal detect or not, I think I honestly think what attracts people to the channel is the other people. I mean, of course, I'm there, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think they know.
You draw in people like you that have the same. They're not going to like. They don't like you. Okay.
Yeah.
Could I take a note here and thank my moderators tonight? Southern Sown and Grown, thank you. 351 Meg at Cleveland, thank you. Valerie Irwin, thank you. I want to thank all the moderators out there tonight for making sure that we can focus on the right thing tonight, and that's Juice from Can You Dig It Metal Detecting. So they're coming from everywhere because everyone has common interests. I mean, they just don't do one thing, right?
That's right. I mean, we even do food challenges on the weekend. I mean, I guess there's a little bit for everybody, but the big thing is they come in and we love on them, and a lot of people don't get that. We recognize you even if you're new, and we say hi to you, and we joke around, and we try to make you laugh and have fun. And I think I think joy and happiness is contagious. I just think that it is.
What you said originally, that there's so much going on in the world. If all my subscribers would drop tomorrow, they have a reason to. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
That they come for a break, an oasis.
Right. Absolutely.
And I will guarantee everyone watching here, if you can handle the energy in the room, and some people can.
Right.
Right?
That's very true. Yeah.
Yep. You'll stay. And what you'll find is that within, I guess, one or two chats, they're going to be welcoming you in. Everyone welcomes.
Yes.
Because they were all new on your channel with 0 followers. 0 followers 16 months ago. Everyone was new on your channel 16 months ago. That's phenomenal.
It's a lot. There's a lot of us.
So let me ask you a question. And I will emphasize, if you say nothing, I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
How did I Dig Friday start?
Oh, I Dig Fridays was the exact day me and get to beep out, my brother-in-law, were getting his tires changed. And we were kind of like in the hood, and I'm bouncing ideas off of him about what we could get started because I like the idea of Monday Digs and how it can help other. Once again, it's helping other people. So how can we have an organization where everybody can hang out and have fun, and channels can grow? Like your people can meet me, and my people can meet yours. And we threw around a couple ideas. I called Plugs, bounced a couple ideas off of him, and that's Plugs for Days. And reached out to a couple of the homies once I got the name. I Dig Fridays and stuff like that. And we just tried to figure out. Well, I tried to figure out like what our premieres had to be set at and who would be going where.
Right.
We set it up, and I think the thing about YouTube is you can't be scared to try something, whether it fails or not. I mean, nothing's out there permanently. You can always just not do it again or take the video down, but I think you have to try. And I didn't know if it was going to go off right, or not a lot of us even knew how to set up premieres, and we did. And it's turned into, I mean, even Abs Variety Channel's in it now. They're second line, and we'll have 60 people in chat sometimes. Just once again, having fun, having a blast, telling each other we love on each other, and all the fams there. Once again, just having fun, and we go from one video to the next, to the next, to the next. And Joel usually ends it. Joel bless it with an inspirational message. He closes us out for a good word for the week. And
Quick note: Abandoned Forgotten Whales. I want to recognize you too. I missed you, and I see you're dropping links. Thank you so much. You've always been a strong supporter. Thank you. You're crazy, but you're a great guy. So I Dig Fridays has started up how long ago? And this is an event. How many people are in it now? I think about 10.
It's me, Abs. Then it goes to Frankie, probably like 7 or 8.
Right.
I mean, it could be bigger, but I don't want. I've only not brung people in just because I want people to come out and hang out and not be tied into like a 4-hour event. Because I know some of these nut jobs, I'm telling you, no matter what's going on, they're going to make it and they're going to stay for the whole thing. And I don't want to put that on anybody to feel obligated.
So this event that you started, would you say it's exceeded your expectations or equaled?
When I do something, it's I expect nothing, but I have dream, like I see it. One day there's going to be 1,000 people in chat, and it's going to be one of the biggest things on you. That's just what I see. So has it exceeded my expectations? No. Has it made me happy that it's grown channels and stuff like that, and that we're all having a great time? Absolutely. But when I dream, I probably dream a little bit too big, but I expect nothing. What I expected when we started is 3 people in chat. Maybe it wouldn't go anywhere. But so yeah, I guess it has in some ways.
The reason I say that is because you said something to me that I'm so behind. You said you got to try stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I think people end up on your channel. Why people end up on unique channels. Because you can only watch so many quarters be found. You can only watch so many fish be caught, so many
Yeah.
quilts being whatever they are.
I
What
see
they
where you're
do,
going with this. Yeah.
you do that, but then it's like recess. Everyone goes there because they know that they can get a break from it and just have fun, not have to
Yeah.
worry about commenting or watching a 20-minute video. They actually get to take something back, which is your energy and your followers or your subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of people that have messaged me and said, I put on a video before I hunt. So, I mean, whatever it is they use it for, a laugh, even if it's somebody to say, wow, that dude's a freaking dork, then that's great. I totally love it. I've been called a dork and a weirdo my whole life, and it's just funny. You know, my family has a really sarcastic sense of humor, kind of poking fun at each other. So I think YouTube was made for me because even if somebody's being serious, it just doesn't hurt my feelings at all. You know, you're better off telling somebody else, or actually, you're better off telling me because it doesn't hurt. So waste your energy and the hate comments on me because it doesn't hurt.
So if I was to say, because if you're a dreamer, by the way, if you're not getting your butt kicked, you're not doing anything good. If you haven't failed, you're never going to succeed. If you haven't gotten knocked down 7 times and you didn't get up the 9th, you wouldn't be standing. You personally, and many people out here, because
That's
I've gotten
very
my ass
true.
kicked. I got body parts flying through the universe right now because of YouTube. Got my ass
Yeah.
kicked.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a testament to the group and family you put together, and it's a really unique mix.
It is. They're from all walks. We have rich, poor, middle as far as money, people that have been through hell and back, um, guys with PTSD from fighting in the military, people that have been in accidents, people that had just been in a monotone life with not a lot going. I mean, just abusive relationship, all sorts. Everybody has their story. And I think me coming out and saying, yeah, I'm an ex-drug addict. I screwed up. I've been to jail like 30 times. And I don't have any money. I don't have a car. But I want to hang out and I want you to be part of the fam. And I'm going to put out videos and hopefully they make you laugh, and put out some other videos and hopefully those help you through some of my life experiences. And I'm telling you, I think the fact that I don't keep anything really hidden.
Right.
I think people could say, hey, that dude's just as screwed up as I am. Maybe I'll hang out over there.
I think the fault people make that are going through challenges now is that they think that it only happens to them.
Right. Yeah.
The reason you're wise when you get to be my age is because of all the lessons you've learned, some
Mm-hmm.
significant.
Right.
And when you tell them, I think that really is a big deal.
Yeah.
Let me ask you one question here, and let's maybe take some questions. A few.
Okay.
And by the way, Garden State Gardener, thank you for helping. What's next? If you were to take something and throw it on the wall, and I'm going to ask you not to reveal anything that's not been revealed.
Okay.
If you were to say, if I was to say that to you, would you say there's new things on the horizon for juice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
And would I say that it's in the same ilk, or would I say that juice is finally going to brand and have a bigger presence on YouTube and other areas?
We'll have to see how that goes. There is thoughts in the process. Nothing's exactly in action, but as soon as I figure out where I want to go in this journey and bring the fam with me, then once again, it's all in or nothing. So
Right.
we'll be all in.
That's a
You know?
really responsible answer, by the way. And because I think what you must be going through, what I've gone through, is nothing compared to you. And how you're handling it is admirable. Your energy output is like the entire Tesla plant coming out of your stream, and I'm an ever-ready battery. That's it.
Yeah.
So we notice this. I think it's really pretty special.
Yeah, well, to touch on the comment from before, the answer, I make my decisions based off the fam. So, where I go, they go, and I
Right.
want to make sure any decisions don't affect me being able to spend quality time with them.
That was my last question. You realize then that at a certain point, and I would say it's at 15 to 20,000 people, you need a team.
Yes, I do understand that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think, Juice, I know you got this covered. I know you do.
No, and I understand where you're coming from. Honestly, I mean, just you get 130 comments a video. Just making sure that those are my priority. That I don't want somebody commenting and not getting back to them for even 20 minutes. I want them to know I'm going to be there and talk to them because I care about them. Just that could be a full-time job, honestly, with the replies and stuff like that added. But that's what I do it for. Honestly, it's for the fam.
And the fact that you recognize that is awesome, because at a certain point, and I watch this with everyone, I don't follow huge accounts.
Right.
Because I
No.
don't, right?
Yeah.
We grow up together.
Mm-hmm.
You grow up together. The family starts off, and I'll bet you anything, you can name 500 people that have been to your feed. If you were given a few hours of time and look at a few posts, all the people that come to your feed and support you. And it's impossible.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I could. Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to tell you from the standpoint of I really am learning this for the first time. You are one of the few people that are going to have to hold yourself back on YouTube based on what your goals are. That's a really...
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's an opposite thing than anyone like me has to worry about. Listen, I'm an old guy. I'm grumpy. I got bad problems. I think I do interviews and I can't get technology to work and anything. But here's my deal. You have this charisma that's going to pull you ahead. Your only thing is managing it. and that's a good problem to have. You have a decision, but you make that decision. I think that's awesome.
Right. Yeah.
And I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much so.
Any questions from the chat here? And guys, it's not a flippant statement about remembering his family. When you're doing this, you paid such a price to build your family up and build your channel up.
Yeah.
It's not about if you will remember them, it's how you maintain that relationship. Because if you lose it, you got nothing.
That's
Zippo.
key. When
That's
your people mean something to you,
right?
No matter where the channel goes, which it's our channel, it's not a certain person's. You need to make sure that you stay in touch, you know.
I am trying to find Mandy Brown's question. Thank you, best moderators ever, and all you folks out there helping. Could you retype the question? I've got 8 million.
Mandy Brown.
We got people from every continent here tonight.
Oh, Juice, do you believe in your heart that most of us truly love who you are? Do you believe you help most of us enjoy our days? I do believe that. If I read that correctly, usually when I read, I don't understand the question. Yeah, I believe people say I've been told I'm naive to have any faith on YouTube, and been made fun of for telling the fam I love them and stuff like that. But they don't have that. They don't have the real connection that I have with you guys. They're outsiders and just kind of looking at YouTube type thing. I believe in my heart that the fam cares about me. I do, and that I do. From the emails and messages that I get, I truly do believe, and that's why I keep going no matter what, that I do help people have a better day. And that's my fuel. That's my diesel.
Well, if I could say anything, I think that if you can make someone smile, that's a hell of a lot better than trying to explain something to them.
Yeah,
Right? They have to be.
absolutely.
We have Relic Reaper here. Can you see the question up on the screen?
Relic
Dude,
Reaper.
to give someone advice that's not feeling themselves, what would that be?
That's not feeling themselves, like on their videos or just in life?
Or their channel? Which one is it? Can we get let's let Don comment here.
Yeah, Dawn, would you say, oh, in life, that's not feeling themselves in life? That's a tough one, Don. I would say I'm going to say, and this is in my case, reach out and do good for someone in some type of way, something that means something to you, and it will give you more self-worth. It's hard to say. When I go and do something, even if it's walking into a McDonald's and buying somebody a cheeseburger out front because I know they don't have any money, it restores something in me and makes me have pride in myself. So do something that makes you happy, that you could build yourself on. Not like something just in general, something that means something to your heart, that's good, and that you can pride yourself on. I pride myself that I can help somebody out, care about somebody, not just not about, anything. Stopping and sitting on the corner with a dude holding a sign and not having any money, but I can sit there and have a 20-minute conversation with him and let him know that I care about him, and so does God, stuff like that, and walk away from that conversation on top of the world. Try something like that.
Sometimes done. And I'm going to echo what you said. Sometimes it's not you. It's your value you're getting out of your life.
That's good. Yeah.
By giving, you receive. It's one of those things where you can build yourself up by realizing how good your life is by helping others that need it. There's so many out there that need it.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
want
a
to
good
tell
way to
you.
put it. Yeah.
I just think that would be my go-to on that.
Mm-hmm. No, that was a perfect way to put it.
Let's see if anyone else has a question here for you. Some really great comments here. You know, when you're talking with people, one of the things I find, the lack of self-confidence, self-awareness, that your life is special. It's always special. You just need to come to a point where you can grasp that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's by seeing something. Sometimes it's by death. Sometimes it's by watching envy hit you. Whatever that is, it's that journey to your happiness, but you need to find that. And I think Juice's answer is fabulous. Listen to this comment. I believe his followers love him. Like they put your money where your mouth is, and just by the Dexy story is proof. What do you say to that?
I believe his followers love him. Like they put your money where your mouth is. I believe so. Just going off of like Mandy just said. Yeah, I do. I do believe they love me as much as I do them. I truly believe that.
Guys,
I think it goes both ways for sure.
and that's the connection that I asked you to be on here for. I have been on a million channels around the world. And there are people who moderate. There are people who present. There are people who give expertise. There's very few that give energy and love. Sincerely, not Kamala Harris love. I'm talking been there, done it kind of thing. And that's what I'm hearing from the chat. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing too because I got to pick their minds just as much as they do mine, and I take not on YouTube, but it's when they speak, I take usually 99% of what they say to heart. If it's somebody that I know and has been in the fam for a while, I'm listening to what they say.
This is a definitive state right here. I told Juice when we were chatting back and forth on Messenger that I thought that night where he said, it's not about me, it's about you. It's about giving back. That was probably one of the quintessential defining moments of the channel that I've seen so far. And there's been a lot because they absolutely didn't listen to a word you said.
Not a word. You can't tell them, Pete. You can't tell them that job's anything. They ain't gonna listen to you unless it's a good thing. But that's just the way they are. You said what I should have done is not said anything, and it might have gone as planned somewhat. But you start telling them not to do something, they're gonna fire back at you for sure.
If I could, selfishly and with great sadness, Bruce had his cat die in his arms yesterday.
Oh. Bruce in chat?
Yep, Bruce Cook. A friend, he's my pepper guy. He told me about this. Bruce, for thoughts and prayers. That's, like I told you, your cat died in your arms, not alone. You can't do anything more
Right. Right.
than love when you lose a life force. I don't know. Any thoughts?
I mean, you're going to go through it. I lost a dog in my arm after being hit by a car, and there's nothing that's going to take the pain away or anything like that. But you being there, like you said, Johnny, to comfort at that exact moment is everything. You know, I was there for a close friend of mine that, you know, caught lead to the stomach and was there all the way to the hospital, holding pressure and everything. And, you know, that was hard to let go when he passed. And just the fact that I was there talking to him and doing what we could. It was a hectic moment. But, you know, my dad kind of told me the same thing. One of the small conversations I've had with him was, you were there. You did your part, you know, and it makes me feel better.
Absolutely. I don't know what's going on. I didn't do anything, and something happened. So at least I didn't disconnect. Guys,
There's a Florida metal detecting in chat. The guy I was telling you about earlier.
okay, tell us.
Oh, just he was the one I said that when he saw me at like 200 subscribers giving away my gold rings, that's what made him stick around, and he's been with me ever since and sponsored probably 70% of all my giveaways and stuff like that. So he's a really close friend, but it's just funny he pops up in chat now and say, like you, Johnny, he's a lurker. He'll jump in and say a couple things, but he'll just watch. No, non-creepily.
I'm just looking for any other question here. Practical Ken, put up. Thank you. There's so, you know, guys, I want to say this too. The reason I didn't stop and recognize everyone in the chat like I always do, and I think, Juice, you try to, you never catch up.
I'm always missing somebody.
Well, if we would have done that, we'd have been here for 4 hours.
Sure.
Because so many people have come in. First and foremost, I want to thank you for being here. Sharing your story. Guys, you hear everyone talk about how you got to do this, how you got to do that. Juice is a bulldozer, and he's coming through life, and he has an incredible personality and a heart the size of Colorado. Everyone sees
Johnny.
that.
Thank you.
But I think the important point here is the group that you've formed, the family, as you say. It's rare. You see, like, you have AAP's family, you have your family, and they're very intertwined.
Yeah.
Name the places you see 180 people show up. Doesn't happen. They're there for your energy.
Probably Apps Variety Channel. There's a lot of the nut jobs over there for sure.
Absolutely. And
yeah,
I cannot state how much I appreciate AAP, Mr. and Mrs. I think that would be remiss if I didn't say that again here.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Any last words?
As always, God bless.
Yeah.
God bless.
We need that right now.
We actually, definitely do.
God bless everyone. Thank you for being here. And to all, I'm going to say an overall prayer for tonight for those that are hurting.
Yeah.
God bless you all. Thank you.
God bless you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for being here.